Right now, Washington ranks #1 for the highest gas prices in the nation. According to AAA, prices here are just a fraction more than a cent over California, which usually has the highest prices. Natalie Fahmy with our sister station went to state lawmakers to ask if they plan on doing anything to bring you relief.
Gas prices in the city of Seattle are high, and even here 30 minutes outside the city you can see high prices, $5.09 and $4.39, another $5.09 just across the street as well. And while state leaders don't and can't disagree that prices are high, they don't see eye to eye on how we got here. Republicans and Democrats agree. High gas prices in the state are likely attributable to several factors, including supply chain issues and a 6-cent per gallon gas tax increase in July. I asked the Washington House Transportation Committee Chair Jake Fay if he sees that tax going down anytime soon.
So I don't think so.
Gas tax dollars are used directly for transportation infrastructure like roads, bridges, and ferries. And while those are obvious contributors, critics of the state's Climate Commitment Act are pointing in that direction.
At some point, it doesn't matter what party you're in, the carbon tax scheme is broken.
The Climate Commitment Act went into law in 2023. The state law aims to reduce carbon emissions by requiring fuel providers to purchase carbon emission allowances. In the last auction, it made the state $440 million to put toward that effort. But chair of the state GOP, Jim Walsh, tells me those costs are just getting passed on to the drivers. That's why he wants to either repeal it completely or make incremental changes.
To try to keep it in place, but less destructive than it's been.
But Fay remembers last year's election, where about 62% of Washingtonians voted not to repeal the act.
It's clear that the people in the state of Washington want us to continue to go forward with what we plan to do on the Climate Commitment Act.
Walsh says he would also consider a tweak to the law so the funds go to transportation projects instead of the state general fund. That way it could help bring the gas tax down. I asked Fay what he makes of a proposal like that one.
The Climate Commitment Act, from my perspective, is all about facing up to make changes, to make investments in reducing carbon emissions. Highway projects don't do that.
We may try another initiative, but we're going to have to try to reform our initiative process.
The earliest lawmakers would likely take any action is next year during session, but again, it's unlikely that gas tax or Climate Commitment Act are going to change too much unless it ends up on a ballot and voters decide to take action.
Critics of the act also question whether the state's public transportation infrastructure is ready for a large number of people to start using it. They say it is not growing fast enough or on promised schedules. But supporters say that is exactly why they need the money from those auctions to help build it up.